The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
Or a Lego.
No,
Yeah.
D4s are worse than Legos, man.
I would say that they definitely are.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mr. Kren's Valley. When we last left off, the group was exploring the dungeons of Castle Ravenloft. They found a few things. A few people randomly got teleported to different parts of the catacomb. There might have been a ghost that got super destroyed by your revenant friend Sir Godfrey, and then you all found an old teammate, Hemlock, and found out what her fate was, and put her out of her misery. And that is where we leave off, as Saxton's still holding her.
Pretty much put like the slow light ring of tinnitus where everything goes deaf around me. Then I can only hear my heartbeat as I lay her back down.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
I'll put a hand on Saxon's shoulder. Do you?
The fur
want
is
us to-
really up.
Do you want us to burn the remains?
What? Roll me an insight.
Cool.
Ooh.
Our druid friend Cazador.
Okay.
Well, he's hooing and I'm the only owl.
16.
You feel like you should take your hand off of his shoulder. You're
I'll
not
do
sure
it.
why, it's just something instinctual.
Do I know of a way? Because I know that the head's off, so I can't cast Revivify and it'll work. But do I know of a way to bring her back? Possibly?
Roll me a religion check. Or Arcana.
Ooh. I'm going to go with religion because I'm better at that. So a 26.
Wow, okay. You do know that arch-clerics and such are able to bring back people from the dead even without their body parts at all. But that's usually of the highest level of divine magic, stuff that you could never accomplish as a paladin. You know that Revivify would work if she would have died within a minute. But you know, because she was undead and she was a vampire, she's technically been dead for who knows how long.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, True Resurrection, the highest level one, is up to a year of them being deceased. The next one below that is an hour. So big jump.
I mean, sorry.
Go ahead.
I mean, reincarnate, it's 10 days, but it's since the death, so I guess it's since when she became undead.
Yeah. So if she's been a vampire for more than 10 days, it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Also, it wouldn't work
And I
if
know
her
for a fact
vampire
it's been
form.
more than that.
It also wouldn't work if her vampire form is still around, which it's not. So that's fine.
A low growl would start rising up.
Is when you hear some
just
grungy guitar start up.
I'm just keeping a lookout from the entrance to make sure nobody else is coming.
Roll me perception.
Oh, crap. I don't have my character sheet up. One moment.
It's then that
feel
Nyhm
rather
explodes. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Really? I am so sorry. I have been
like a
Incredibly tired all day long.
like a 16-bit metal slug, like sprite explosion.
Those were still kind of violent considering.
Oh no, yeah, they were violent. I'm just like,
Okay, perception is a total of, drum roll, 30.
you see two dark figures stalking in the darkness, and they're following you, and are actually getting ready to attack. As we roll initiative.
Well, shit.
You notice both of them are wearing armor, have bows resting on them, you know, like the string around the torso, and they have swords, and they looked like they were just getting ready to ambush you.
Luckily, I called out ambush and let the rest of the squad know.
Yep.
Me too.
22, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I should roll for Sir Godfrey. Might want to get his stats. What did Willow get?
15.
Oh, same as last time.
Oh.
Cazador, what'd you get?
10.
Not the same as last time. What did Nyhm get?
Nope.
17.
Literally +1 better than last time. And Sir Godfrey rolled a nat 15, so that's pretty good. All right, so Nym's dex is definitely higher than Godfrey's, so I'm going to have you 17 the greater. So Saxton, you are first to react as these two figures are starting to appear, and you notice them from your very heightened senses of seeing Nyhm draw their weapon and looking in that direction. And when you look that way, you see them.
Without hesitation, I just full on charge the first one I see
Okay.
and start ripping and tearing. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Uh, 11 damage
Okay.
as I slash with the claw.
All right. You notice that they are wearing the exact same clothes as you. So they're shirtless.
Mm.
The other one's wearing the exact same clothes as them.
Now that I've got close to them, what do they look like?
They look like zombies, but you can definitely sense some intelligence in them. They don't appear to be revenants, but they seem to show more of like an overall malice than a sense of vengeance. Their whatever's left of their nose or beak is pretty much gone, and they got like the Voldemort slit thing going on. Alabaster white skin for what parts of it that are visible.
Slash at its face again.
Okay,
19.
that hits.
That's 12 damage.
All right. Anything else in your turn?
How many of those I got left? Oh, I got them all back. Fury blows will start. 21.
21 hits.
And that's 9 damage. And I need a deck save.
Alrighty. 6.
I slash him so hard I send him flying 15 feet back.
Okay.
And then I attack the next one with the other open-handed attack. 19.
19 hits.
11 damage. And a dex save from him.
7. You did better.
Yeah. He gets thrown 15 feet away as well.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yes.
All right, Nyhm, you are the next one to react.
Wonderful. So
They're
That's-
both 25 feet away now.
So that friend Saxton is attacking is now effectively in sneak attack range since he's 5 feet within Saxton's range. Yes.
He no longer. Saxton moved him 15
Oh,
feet.
that's right. He pushed him back. I
Mhm.
apologize. What about the other one?
Same.
Huh.
Sorry.
Wow. No. That was my bad. Like I said, I'm extremely tired. Apparently, I wasn't paying attention to 2 strings of sentences.
You notice Saxton, I'll say both of those attacks was more of like Saxton like literally like picking them up with the claw attack and yeeting them 15 feet. Like Saxton,
Nice.
you just see like bloodlust in their eyes. Something's not right.
Okay. All right. I've got a slightly different idea then. 25 feet, you said?
Yep.
Perfect. I will charge up to the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Are they prone?
They are not, right? It just moves them 15 feet back.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get my sneak attack damage.
No, you wouldn't. I guess not.
Okay. Then I take that back. I will use my movement to go around the closest catacomb. Not catacomb. Jesus. Brain.
Oh, shoot. I should have had all my catacomb stuff listed.
Yeah, the map and stuff.
Crap. I forgot. This is a crazy map.
I'm not the only one.
Okay.
I'm not the only one.
I always forget at least one thing. This time it was the map. Luckily for you folks at home, the map is accurate on the screen. They are in the bottom left, the southwest corner of the place. Anyway, you're going to head to the nearest crypt. There's one.
I'm going to.
If you move back, and it's like in the recess of the wall. Trying to figure out exactly which one that one was. I told you what it was called, or what I had engraved in front of it. Okay.
Yeah, but that was last session, so
Yeah,
a
it
week has
was.
passed.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. This is what happens when Castle Ravenloft. You gotta. At least this isn't the book. If this is the book, I'd be like flipping back and forth between like
12 pages.
10 to 30 pages. Like no joke. It's nuts. Like a whole chapter is the castle. Has a lot of crazy stuff. Okay, this one. You see something about First Chancellor of King Baro von Zarovich as you move back because you're, in the middle of a fray.
So yeah, I want to swing around wide, so not going towards them, but around the closest alcove.
Yep.
So that I can hide going behind one and then get within the shadows on the opposite side of them. So my next turn, I can use my sneak attack. Make a sensu?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and roll my hide, or do I need to roll my hide?
Yes, you do.
Okay, just making sure. $24.
All right. Let's see. That's your turn, right?
Correct. I wanted to be directly behind them, using my full movement in the shadows, hidden, so that they'll. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm rambling.
You are okay. So you didn't move backwards away. So instead of that one I mentioned before, this one is only labeled with, we knew him only by his wealth. Who's the one that you're like hiding around the crypt.
So you shouldn't tell Nyhm this,
But I did.
being the thief that I am. Yeah, I know.
Sir Godfrey goes. And he draws his +2 greatsword of greatness. Charges in 2 attacks. 24 to hit and 25. And I just realized I was going to use the online dice roller for him. So he does enough damage on that one to cleave it in half on the first strike. And he does not have enough movement to get to the other one. So I guess that's all he does on his turn. After him, this creature moves up to Saxton. And instead of using their sword... Oh, hey, Phoenix. They're in the crypts of Castle Ravenloft. They might have found an old friend of theirs that was turned into a vampire, and they mercy killed them at the end of last session. And now a bunch of random undead are attacking them, as per usual with Castle Ravenloft. Anyway, this pale hand moves up and it tries to grab you. Saxton.
Does my sentinel go off?
No, it was far enough away you haven't moved yet.
Okay.
It's pretty much moving back in, because it was pushed away. A 9 would not hit. So it misses with its grab, like it was trying to grab you with its hand. And then with its other hand, it swings with the longsword. Even less. I just realized I'm using the wrong metal dice. Alright, so. After that one, it is Willow's turn.
Well,
So-
I'm gonna...
So Willow, there is one left. And it's right next
Okay.
to Saxton.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move up there because even if I don't hit, I'm near enough for if it to hit me, Saxton could get it. So, I'm going to attack it. Wait, how close? Yeah, how close is it?
It was 10. It's 10 feet away.
Okay, so I can get to it. That's
Yeah.
fine. This does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
It does. Do you want me to roll both attacks or just do
Yeah,
that?
you can roll.
For that one?
You can roll both attacks.
Okay.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
14.
A 14 is a power score. That just hits.
Nice. Okay. So I reread the improved divine smite and it says that I deal 1d8 every 1d8 radiant damage every time I hit with a melee attack.
Mhm.
So all right. So all together.
And this is clearly undead, so if you were gonna do your divine smite on top of that, it would be an extra d8 for that divine smite.
Not yet. I'm not going to yet. Oh well. So that is 22 regular damage and 6 radiant damage.
So 28.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that was your both attacks?
Yep.
Okay. They are doing pretty bad. I mean, they're undead, so they shouldn't be walking, but you've done like 2 mortal wounds to them if they were living. After wait, is that your turn? Sorry.
Yeah.
They don't look all white. They don't look all white because somebody had a forced pun.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save my bonus actions for later. So yeah. That's it for me.
Okay. Cazador, it is your turn. There's one left. It's been sliced and diced a lot, but it's still standing.
I'm gonna poke it with an arrow and see if like it stays down. I will sharpshoot just for good measure. Okay. So first attack is let's see, it's 21.
21 hits.
Five, 6 plus 10. So it's 20 fire damage.
All right. Completely engulfed in fire, and it falls backwards, motionless. Still on fire.
Emotional.
It's dead. It has encountered the true death once again. And we're out of initiative.
Well, I'm going to keep my eyes out for more.
You look around, and you're next to that crypt that says, "We knew him only for his wealth." And the one next to the wall, just west of that one, says, "Prefect Cyril Romulich, beloved of King Barov and Queen Ravnovia, as the dogs bark. Cool. High Priest of the Most Holy Order."
I sniff the air to see if there's anyone else around.
Roll perception check at advantage.
Is the crypt for the wealthy guy open?
The crypt is.
Do I see anything in there without touching the door?
The crypt appears to be empty.
Son of...
19 on perception.
You do not detect anything else, at least not nearby. You do smell Vistani, though. But you're thinking that's a lingering smell from when they were here earlier. Nyhm, the crypt appears to be empty, as in there's no body in here, but the walls inside are painted to depict mountains of gold coins.
Right, painted. But there's nothing on the ground. Like no coins buried with him.
Not that you see.
Ah.
I head towards the lingering smell of it stunning.
Okay, that heads towards that big spiral stairway that went upstairs. So you start heading that way. Nyhm, you can try a perception or investigation check if you want.
Sure. $15.
Okay, that actually was just enough for you to notice that on the floor, there's a middle groove of where it seems to open up. And that's when you realize that this is a pitfall trap. And if you were a certain amount of weight, which you're not, it would have opened and you would have fell in.
But I wasn't in. I only stuck my head in to look.
Well, if you're pretty sure that you're light enough that you could stand on top of it and it wouldn't trigger.
Be a horrible trick to play. Stand right on top of it, have somebody follow me in, and then just move off as they get through.
You're thinking
Anyways.
the rest of your compatriots, though, if one of them stood on it, especially Willow with her heavy full plate and her 2 heavy weapons, that it would definitely activate.
Yeah, well, this isn't a time for
You could force it open if you wanted to, and you wouldn't fall in and stuff, since you know where it's at and everything.
Yeah, no, it's not a good time for pranks. I'll not worry about it.
Okay. Saxton moves north. And as you move north, to your left is the crypt. Sorry, I just really like these crypts. Stefan Gregovich, the first counselor of King Barov von Zarovich. And to your right is Intri Schiavalu. He spurned wealth for knowledge he could take to heaven. And then, as you continue heading further north, this one reads, Petrina Vildkovnia, Bride, which I think you all took pause to last time. And then you head to the Spiral Stairway. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to go after Saxton, and unfortunately, I have to be right back. I apologize.
And how about Willow and Cazador?
Is Hemlock's body still just chilling there?
Yep.
Can I don't have ceremony. I can bless you and in the name of the Altus.
Did you
I'm very sad.
you did not prepare ceremony this morning?
I did not prepare a ceremony.
Okay.
No.
Just keep in mind, next long rest, you can.
Okay.
Paladins can switch out their spells every long rest.
I know. I just switched it out. So I just switched out ceremony, but I'm going to bless her anyway without ceremony, and then proper backup or something. I don't know.
Do we know her beliefs? I'll tell to Willow.
I didn't say anything.
You see no effigies or anything of religious paraphernalia on her.
Because I don't want to bury her or burn her body, not knowing what she would have wanted.
Well, there's a way that we could possibly bring her back, but I don't think we need her body for that, but I don't think it's the time to burn. Maybe later.
I just don't want to leave her body and her head like just laying around.
You look 5 feet away, and her head is still on the floor, facing away.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and put it on her body.
Despite the macabre, you could swear she almost looks like she's smiling, like some kind of relief, like she's finally getting to sleep.
And then I'll cover her with with my blanket.
Okay.
If we put her back in the crypt, well, can I just leave it open?
Yeah, sure.
So that she's just, yeah, okay. So she's not in the dark anymore. Yeah, and then I'm not gonna cry, and I'm gonna follow Saxton.
All right.
I'll go there. So.
Whoa. Sorry, D&D Beyond went nuts. They have like the different rooms split into different sections. Oh, it's because Garfield's sitting on a keyboard, that's why. Silly kitty. I went to click one section, it went through all the sections, and it scrolled through everything. And it's like a whole chapter of stuff, and I'm like, holy crap. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you can't lay in the keyboard, so you don't want to lay up here. I see how it is.
No fair, no fun.
The large flat stones of the spiraling staircase lead up, and it's a 20-foot wide stone corridor. Cobwebs fill the staircase, making it difficult to see even the ceiling. High beams sag overhead from centuries of supporting weight as you start moving up the stairs.
I keep tracking the smell.
Okay. The smell is getting stronger as you continue moving upwards. As I pull up a different map. And you keep heading up, and there's no doors. Just keeps going upwards. Spiraling staircase. And all you can hear are your footsteps echoing through. And then that's when you start to hear the faint murmurs of conversation up above. and that sound gets louder. And then that's when you can tell from the accent that it is the Vistani from before. As I try to find the correct map to show. Okay. So I guess that's correct. Yep, the map that I have up right now is correct. Okay, so as you're reaching the top, what do you do?
How strong is the smell?
You could just smell it like lingering before, but now it's getting stronger and stronger, and the smell is more of like perfume and wine.
I keep approaching.
And I'm going to go in stealth.
And that's when I told her, "Did you hear that?" And you hear the drawing of swords. What do you do?
How many do I hear?
Roll me perception at advantage.
18.
You smell about 5.
How close do I think they are?
You're thinking another lap around the spiral stairway, and they must be at like the very top of this tower. And you're almost there. Who's there?
I slowly walk up the spiral and drag my claws against the wall.
We have a deal with the lord of this castle. You are to not feed on us. You can roll me an intimidation check, why not? Since you're trying to be super intimidating.
No. 17.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
In stealth, following him up behind.
Okay.
Just in case it does go into.
What was Nym's stealth again?
Oh, shit. I forgot to roll. I wasn't sure if we were using standard or not. 27 this time.
Okay.
Already an arrow one. Try to have Saxton on the lines, title line. But staying.
Whoever you are, it's not wise to harm us. We are friends of the lord of this castle, of this land. You would not want to have a curse upon yourself.
I just keep walking menacingly up the stairs.
It's a werewolf. And that's when we roll initiative. Okay. So we're rolling initiative as Saxton, you're within your movement to get to them. So your movement's 55, right?
Yes.
Okay.
22.
How about Willow?
16.
Very sweet. Cazador?
14.
Okay. Nyhm?
Half that.
Ooh, 7.
Yeah.
And I roll for our other Pally Wally. He got less than you, so I mean. Actually, no, he tied with you again. So you're 7 the greater. I forgot he actually
Not
does have
sure
a
if that's-
bonus.
Did you roll a 1?
No.
No, I rolled a 3 and I have +5.
Well,
All right, Saxton, you are first.
So how far away are they?
Within your movement. The closest one is, anyway.
Are they all any ranged or all swords?
They seem to have crossbows, but they're not wielding them currently. But they also have swords. It looks like they had set up to just hang out up here. Like they had like blankets out, and they have a small little barrel of wine.
All right. I'll charge the closest one then.
Okay.
$18.
18 hits. They are only wearing leather armor. So
10 damage
all
with
right.
a slash attack.
They scream. In terror.
And second attack,
Mm-hmm.
17.
Yep.
Bite attack to the throat.
All right. Same guy or gal.
Yes. Same meal. 9 damage.
Okay. Can you roll me a d100?
Uh, 9.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
I will not Fury of Blows, but I will do the defense.
Oh, dodge action?
Yes.
As like a key bonus action thing?
Yes.
Okay. Then it is Willow's turn, I guess.
These people look like they're doing anything bad.
Nope. They look like they're trying to defend themselves at this point.
No.
When I say at this point, I mean on encounter.
Okay. I go up and I say, Saxton, don't, they haven't done anything.
You can't reason with a beast. One of them says to
he's
you.
He's not a beast. I just what are you doing here? Why are you here? Are you in the service of Strahd? And I'm
No.
pulling a hemlock, but I'm really sorry. I don't.
Do you do anything else on your turn?
I can't. Yeah, I'm going to. This is stupid. I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality and stand in between them and Saxton, and it's a healing energy. I use my bonus action to cause one creature in the aura to regain 2d6 hit points. So one of them regains 12 hit points.
Okay. The one that was attacked, I guess, would regain that 12 hit points. Anything else in your turn?
Nope.
Okay. After you, it is Cazador's turn.
Okay, I'll go upstairs too.
Yeah, and you see this scene playing out.
I do hear Willow, right?
Yes. You hear everything.
Okay, let's calm down. We don't have to fight. We all have our agendas. You can just go your way. Don't tell anybody, and here has happened nothing. That's it.
Okay, who are you? You're telling that to?
General public.
Okay. Why don't you telling that to your pet dog? This is one of them that hasn't been injured yet, pointing a sword at Saxton. Looks very scared.
Everything's been trying to kill us since we got here, so he's a little jumpy. But you know, it's a dangerous place.
A little jumpy? This is the guy who's like holding his jugular that just healed up.
It's the first time a wolf bit you.
You are not one of his, says a female Vistani to Saxton. Does Cazador do anything else in their turn?
Does anyone look like still pretty hurt?
That one guy is still hurt.
Oh, cure wounds. Level 1.
Come
Yeah.
on, really?
Come on, Saxton, don't be like that. 11 HP.
Okay. They're fully healed. Saxton, you still have your reaction.
What would I be able to send it to? Because I moved. Or what can I do as a reaction?
Cazador moved up and helped the enemy. Also, okay. This is at the end of Cazador's turn. I'm gonna need to be right back because the dogs and stuff. So I'm switching over to the be right back. So give us a few minutes. I apologize for this, and we'll be back. Hey everybody, we're back. We left off at the end of Cazador's turn. A bunch of Vistani are up at the top of the highest tower in Ravenloft Castle. Saxton is slashing and attacking them, and Willow and Cazador healed them. And there seems to be some kind of intervention trying to happen. But Saxton, you could, as your reaction, attack Cazador if you wanted to.
Trying to go into a blood rage here.
Roll me a wisdom save. I'm pretty sure you'll pass
it. 6.
Wow, you did not pass it. Okay. So, you are not able to unshift from your hybrid form. And also, you can't help but attack the closest helpless creature that you can.
Okay, so who's considered helpless when everyone's holding weapons?
The Vistani seem pretty helpless to you. They're just cowering to you. You did say they were just meat, right?
Yes.
then I guess after that it's their turns. And they're going to try to run away, and they're going to disengage and try to run down the stairs, but of course that won't work for you. So you can attack one of them as a reaction. And because you have allies within 5 feet, you do have advantage.
Yeah, since the one I was working on still within range, I'll
Do we, like super? No, do we count as allies, or it's because of Nyhm?
That's up to Saxton if you count them as allies.
I'm
Because
back in the
if we're-
hallway.
If we're not helping at all, like, can he apply pack tactics? Like, are we considered allies if we're helping the enemy?
Are
I
they?
mean, I'm just
Are
like,
they Saxton?
don't know, but 17 for Sentinel.
Yeah, you hit and you stop them in their tracks.
The other 4 can run, but this one stopped.
Okay. How much damage?
11.
Okay. The rest of them start running down the stairs. They get to move 30 feet, and that's as far as they get. Remember that they're like the Serbians. They're like reindeer. Folk.
Doesn't that provoke an opportunity for me?
If you want to attack, yes. Actually, no, they're
Hmm.
disengaged. So, do you have Sentinel?
No, and I don't think my mobile feat or anything else would. No, actually, I don't. I cannot do anything. Huh. Never mind.
But they start moving. So they're like 30 feet of movement because the spiral staircase is 20-foot diameter. It's huge. They get like a third of the way through like a cycle. And that's
Can
their
I
turn.
toss?
Nyhm, hey, you're next.
Perfect timing for the question. No, I don't think I'll do it.
Closest one's 20 feet away. Furthest one's 30.
I was. Here's how bad of a not a time to prank as my brain is thinking. I was thinking of throwing some ball bearings down the stairs just for laughs.
You're thinking a fall down these stairs would be very lethal. It's
Hence,
quite a climb up.
hence the ball bearings.
Also, there's no railings, so you could fall down the middle part.
Oh, geez, the ball bearings would actually screw them up then.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Shut up, Mav. This isn't Avernus. I'm not possessed by a shield giving me Sith ideas.
Now I think about it, Mav's character in that game was very Sith. He did have black robes with a hood.
And he kept telling me to make most of the awful decisions that I did.
In the end, that's up to you now.
Yeah. Nah,
With your
I'll stick
history
with my...
with your history of the Vistani, would you let them go?
Yeah, I was trying to rob them last time.
Okay.
Remember, I was in the cart when they ran off with Irina?
Yes. No. Yes. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time. But
Yeah. I was trying to rob them from their cart while we were at their camp when
Someone's kitty attacked them.
actually no, this was yeah, that was during the time frame.
That was Big Cat.
Yeah, because that was right before they kidnapped or somebody kidnapped Irina and took her to
Ismark.
Strahd's castle. Yeah, thank you.
That's
So-
right. It was Ismark. Yeah, you guys haven't found
So-
Ismark yet.
Thanks for that reminder.
what?
That sent chills down my spine, Callie. That look you just gave.
Sorry.
Like, holy shit.
I love how my brain went like, oh yeah, it's not. I think he died, and then you were like, you haven't found it yet. I'm like, oh shit.
But do you do anything on your turn, or do you stay put hiding in the rafters?
I will keep my stealth in the rafters. I don't want to attack just yet.
Okay.
I won't hold an action, but I won't attack.
Okay. I'm gonna let a kitty cat out, because of course they went out because the door's closed.
Nym's always playing the floor is lava.
Oh,
Nyhm is always off the ground as much as
Hey.
possible. Why do you think she runs through the trees?
Yeah, but
Say
Well-
goodbye. Okay, bye-bye.
Ow.
Oh, bye, Garfield. I was trying to say it.
I give it 5 minutes before he wants back in the room.
that's generous.
He just wants the door to stay open. Anyway.
Get a little cat door put on the door.
Oh, that'd be nice. But the dogs will try to shove their way through.
And end up breaking the door.
Yep. Sir Godfrey. His turn. And I think he's going to look at Willow and judge off of her actions if he should do anything. And he has his hand on the handle of the greatsword.
Whether or not to do anything to the Vistani. Or in
He's
general.
looking at Saxton and he looks at you.
Well, we'll see, I guess.
Alright, I guess he just takes a dodge action in his turn. As we go back to Saxton. You got one in your grasp right there.
How high up are we?
At least a few hundred feet. They're not technically grappled. You've clawed them once and they stop moving.
All right. I'll take another bite at him.
Okay.
Wow. I just natted on a bite.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that hold anything with the werewolves, or it's just
Only
like a normal?
D100. The bite is a D8 if you don't already do that dice damage.
88.
Oh, jeez. So are you grappling them with the bite? Or are you trying
Yes.
to... Okay, so you grapple them, and you can make a follow-up attack if you wish. But I don't think you want to.
Saxton, we're here for Strahd.
That sounds 22 total.
Damage?
Yes.
Blood splurting everywhere, and the guy is screaming bloody murder. And he starts to get pale as blood loss is a lot. As his whole midsection is pretty much kind of caved in a bit from the bite.
Is Saxton within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
I'm gonna use Sentinel and attack Saxton.
Well, my follow-up attack, I throw the Vistani over the stairs.
Alright, the Vistani is going to attempt to not get thrown off. Not that it will help much. Opposing strength checks.
$18.
Wow, actually they rolled really high, but I thought even then you'd beat them. They are able to just barely keep themselves from falling off the ledge. As Willow attacks as a reaction.
I'm going to do non-lethal,
Mhm.
but I'm going to
Keep in mind your radiant damage still happens no matter what.
I don't want to hurt Saxton. I just like I say as I'm over there and I like stab his foot. I'm gonna stab his foot and I'm gonna be like, this is not what we're here for. And
Roll to
that's
hit.
a 21 to hit.
Okay.
Actually,
cool.
if you punch him, I don't think you trigger the smite.
Well, it's the
I-
improved divine smite. It's like any melee attack. She doesn't D8 radiant.
Isn't a melee
learned.
weapon attack?
No, just an attack.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
Even an unarmed attack technically still counts as a weapon.
Oh,
Can I just say, because it's the same thing with punching him as it would be with hitting with my greatsword. So it would still be a 21, but I just want to punch him for 6 damage.
Okay. I will allow it. So Saxton.
Okay.
Mhm.
6 non-magical.
Okay, so I'll take 3 damage.
Mm-hmm. I think it makes sense that a paladin could turn that off. So.
She's got a little light switch on her glove.
Yeah.
All right. For second attack, I'll slash at his midsection.
After Willow punches you in the gut and tells you to stop it.
Yes.
Okay. Saxton seems to
21 to-
ignore you completely when you do that. How much?
21 to hit.
21 hits. How do you kill them? They were at 1 hit point.
I guess like claw them in half.
Roll me
And
another
then-
D100.
$26.
Okay.
And toss the body over the stairs.
Okay. Falls down into the darkness and cobwebs. Blood dripping down the stairs. The flat stone stairway.
As I turn and stare.
Eyes red with primal rage. Willow, it is your turn.
Do I feel like he's going to hurt me?
I don't know. That's up to you two.
I don't like PvP.
Out of context, no.
Okay.
Okay. I spit on his foot and I walk away. And I go to find it where I think that the next place would be that Strahd would be. I don't know. You could tell that she's pissed off, but she's not jeopardizing whatever mission we're on to kill you or whatever. So I'm going to just go.
Cazador?
I'll look at Saxton and I'll see Willow go away, and then I'll look back at Saxton and say it was a clean hunt. I am disappointed that you threw away your prey, though. This is not the way. And then I'll go with Willow.
The last one to visibly leave, because I don't know if Nyhm would show themselves or not, is Sir Godfrey. And he just stares at you, glares through your eyes, Saxton, and very stiffly turns and follows the other two. We're out of
Fair
initiative.
enough. They
so-
serve Strahd.
All right.
Don't
so,
think they serve Strahd. They had a deal with Strahd. Bit of a difference there.
So serving the devil and having a deal with the devil.
Yep. Two
As you-
completely different things.
as you hear Nym's voice echo from the rafters above.
Hey, if I can start making all of my movement in the rafters above, I have no problems with that whatsoever.
Okay.
That actually is partially what I was planning on doing in certain circumstances. So
You
let's
just
just
need spider climb. at
While
this point.
while in this
don't need it.
while in this tower, there's rafters that are supporting it, so you're able to travel through the rafters, I guess.
Awesome.
It's a lot of cobwebs. Kind of obscures your vision a bit. You did see something in the rafters at the very top of the tower, but you didn't quite get up there yet.
No, I'll go with the rest of the party regardless.
Okay. You all head back down the tower.
Like down,
Well,
be heading up.
Saxton, do you go to the top because you're like within visibility of it?
Yeah, I'd go to the top of the tower.
Okay.
Does it connect to the castle?
I mean, a tower is part of the castle, so. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, they're down there.
Here it is. The spiral staircase finally ends at a 5-foot wide stone walkway that circles the shaft. In the center of the tower's highest floor is a 15-foot diameter hole that drops into the cold heart of Ravenloft itself. Cold air rushes up from there, sending a chill through you. Arrow slits line the walls, and aging beams support a steep cone-shaped roof. One beam and part of the roof have fallen away, leaving a gaping hole open to the stormy sky.
So is it open to the exterior or?
That's what it looks like. Lightning flashes outside,
So
and it illuminates what appears to be a jester's hat sitting up in the rafters.
Nyhm, what are you doing out with the jester hat on?
It's not mine.
You hear from below.
this apparently brings the whole story to
Huh.
a halt.
If she didn't already say it, I'd point out to Nyhm up in the rafters.
I would cautiously investigate, although I don't want to get anywhere near it. The last jester I had tried to shoot me. Or I guess last jester the party had.
You find an old tarnished fabric hat. Colorful, or at least it was at one point. It's very faded with age. It looks the size that would fit a child.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. So this giant hole with the cold air raising up, that's on this level that we're on.
It's not a giant hole.
Goes
There's
down.
like one plank off from the inside of the rafters, and it opens up to the roof outside. It's not big enough for you to crawl through it, even with your small stature.
Okay, I thought from that description, I thought you said that we were on a level area where there was a hole that led into further into the castle, not like a hole just
like,
in the rafters.
Like you're at the top of the tower, and like it's flat, seeing like you're not at the spiral staircase anymore. There's like a floor now, and then above that is like the cone part of the roof.
Okay, so there's literally nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's arrow slits
Wow.
that look outside, but all that's out there is a storm.
I completely mistranslated that in my brain. I am so sorry. Yeah, I'd point it out to Saxton. It's just a jester's hat. I'd say we head back down and try and find a way further into the castle.
You both are pretty sure that would have fit really well in ship.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
So from the roof of this tower, there's no way to get down to the any other part of the castle.
Nope. You would have to go back down the way you came.
Okay.
There's some blankets sitting here. Purple and red. one of them kind of stained with some blood. There's a basket with some cheese in it. And bread.
I wanted to do the stereotypical mouse thing. Cheese?
Her ears perk.
Yeah, and that's not enough for Nyhm. The only gold color she cares about is coin.
It could be Gouda.
It's not Gouda.
There's enough food there to be equivalent to 5 rations.
I'm not even going to worry about it.
I head back downstairs.
I follow suit from the rafters.
Okay. The rest of the party, since you get down there first, where do you plan to go from the base of the tower? There's a bunch of crypts. I think I gave you guys the map of this floor.
I think it's been.
There's a bunch of crypts. Some of you started to go look north. Some of you started to look south, and then that's when everything started. Weird stuff started happening. I guess the first 2 crypts you would see, to your right is that wife one, and about 20 feet over to your left is an opened one. And that was the Irina one. Still covered in old blood.
Gross. I guess the plan is to get out of here. So
We should probably go north.
yeah, north, and then take a big left.
Okay. So you head north, and you see the following crypts labeled. Maybe if I could get back to that part. Like, seriously, the Catacombs is like, it might as well be its own section. The amount of stuff in here. You see King Tryowski, the 3-faced king, and you see King Katsky the Bright, ruler, inventor, and self-proclaimed time traveler. As you continue heading north.
Yeah.
Then up ahead you see, as you can see on the map, that doorway that leads to the hallway. That's like a meta thing. In character, you see a crypt door, and it says above it, "Herein lie the ones who walked a path of pain and torment." And across from it, the other crypt says, "Artista de Slop, court ceiling painter."
No, well, good for her.
And even
Well, the
further
one
north seems to be a lit up room, and there's stairs that head downwards from it. That light would be visible from here.
I just want to get out. Does my divine sense tell me how to get out of here?
No.
I know.
I'll go check out the light.
Nothing.
You see the doorway is barred off, like the bars are like in the stone. And it looks like it's a tomb. White marble steps descend into a tomb that has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. A stillness, a calm amid the storm is felt here. In the middle, there seems to be some kind of white marble slab. And you can barely read it from here. Chiseled into the slab is the name, and the name is Sergei von Zarovich.
Strahd's brother.
Oh, it's a portcullis. That's what it is, not iron bars. You see
So
a
able
lever
to enter-
inside the room that could possibly open the portcullis.
Would somebody small size be able to get in there?
Nope. Looks like you might be
Stop
able
trying to volunteer me for shit.
Would somebody small with mage hand be able to reach in there?
Would Misty Step do it?
You can see, so you can Misty Step in if you want to.
Does it look like there's anything that we could possibly? I don't know. It's just. Would you like me to go in? I say, with a little bit of attitude.
There's
'Cause I'm so mad.
There's 2 sets of candelabras around on the marble slab where the coffin is resting on, and they are lit candles, and they look like they're brand new.
Are there any levers or
Yes,
contraptions that look like?
it's visibly, you can visibly see that the lever inside, like the stairway heading downwards into that room on the other side of the portcullis outreach.
All right, I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
No,
and go through.
stop. Save your
Okay.
spell. Before you do that, is it possible to pull the lever with Mage Hand?
The lever is currently down, and you lift it up with Mage Hand.
I'm asking if it's possible to do such a thing. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. What are the chances this is a trap?
Everything's a trap.
Well, at least 50%. So.
Well, that's kind of my point. The last thing we need is another.
Nyhm, you
Fiasco.
have read his journal. That name is the name of his younger brother, Strahd's younger brother, that he was very jealous of.
I still have that journal.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Let's pull up on the lever.
Pull it up, and the portcullis goes. It opens up, and dust falls. To the north, beyond the coffin, are 3 alcoves. Since this area is lit enough, they appear to be beautifully carved statues that stand in each alcove. A stunning young Batra man flanked by 2 swan-like birdfolk, looking as polished and new as the day each were placed there.
On guard, I'd like to approach the coffin.
You approach the coffin. Looks brand new. It's closed. There's a bit of calmness in here. It feels very different from the rest of the castle. Not as much of a lingering dread in here. You don't feel like happy in here. There's not really respite, but it's not like you don't feel like something's going to kill you around the corner.
I want to peek the lid.
It doesn't move. Do you attempt to force it open?
Checking, is there like any latches or anything?
Nope.
Yeah, I'll try to force the lid.
Give me a strength check.
16.
You feel the lid of the coffin resist as you push, but you eventually it gives way to your strength, and you push it open. And inside, you see a Batra. Looks like he's sleeping in his casket. Looks a lot like Strahd, but younger. Nicer. Wearing full plate armor. Both hands resting on the chest like this. Look like they used to hold something at one point, but they are no longer holding something.
This is a decayed husk or just looks...
No, quite the opposite. Looks like he's sleeping in there.
So if I jump up on the side of this coffin to get a good look,
Hmm.
do his hands look like they're part the brain? Come on.
They do not look like their
After
brain.
toast.
It looked like he was
No,
holding maybe like
parted.
a sword at one point, but no longer.
Would the journal fit in his hands?
Maybe. He looks like he's been preserved in some way. Quite well.
Well, I no longer have a journal, or thank you, brain. Thank you. No longer have use for the journal, so I'll try to slide it in between his hands since I no longer need it.
Okay. You put it into his hands. You notice Sir Godfrey does not enter the room. He stays outside. He's looking away, like keeping watch.
No, that's appreciated.
Anything else in this room?
Actually, I was just about to ask, is there anything that looks valuable in this room?
Yeah, Sergei's armor looks very valuable.
I'm not getting that off of a corpse.
So does the coffin. And so does the clothes that he's wearing under the armor. Also, the statues are priceless. Masterpieces.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. Does it look like there's anything liftable in this room of value? Do the swords look like they're articulate or ornate?
No swords.
Oh, I guess that's me assuming every statue had a sword. Okay, Nym's done.
Is there any breathing or a heartbeat at all?
Nope. Don't even need a medicine check or anything. Definitely dead.
Just very well preserved.
Very well preserved. Almost, you could say, magically preserved.
Well, Nym's gonna hop back out and go stand beside her initiative buddy.
Oh, okay. It took me a second. Okay.
Close the lid and head out.
Do Willow or Cazador do anything in here, or?
Okay. The switch for the portcullis was on the other side, so it had to. In my mind, there has to be a way that you could get in there without, like, using Mage Hand, right? Or am I just overthinking things?
Yes and no.
Strahd can go to a gaseous form.
Bingo.
So, okay. So I'm going to leave then.
All right. Everybody leaves.
Head back towards that left wall.
As you leave the tomb and you start heading left, you hear the lever go chunk, and the portcullis goes back down. As you all leave.
And welcome, Matt.
No, just Nyhm doing it on the way out.
Fair enough. You open up that door on the left.
Yeah, the one that had the long inscription on it.
Mm-hmm. You open the door. And this crypt is not a crypt. Whoa! If you guys didn't have the map, that'd be a surprise.
Dun, dun, dun.
But inside, you see a long tunnel that seems to be cut into the pillar stone of Ravenloft itself. Its surface is slick, and the ceiling is barely 6 feet high. A lingering fog limits visibility to a few feet.
See anything with dark vision?
With the fog, you only see out a few feet.
Smelly thing.
With the fog, you only smell out a few feet. No, you don't smell anything. You're fine. Well, you constantly smell a bit of lingering death, but that's just like everything here.
Yeah, it's par for the course. Start heading down the hallway then.
All right. All right. You all start heading down the hallway. And you travel 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. You travel about 100 feet down the hallway when a trap door that none of you can see opens up, and all of you start sliding down the chute.
Oh, it's Scooby-Doo.
You fall into the chute of polished black marble and slide into darkness.
Oh.
Can I claw the sides?
You cannot get any traction. This is just down you go. No handholds, and it's too slippery. And that's when you all land with a splash.
Oh, I know where we are. Shit.
Oh boy.
I know that place. Well, I don't, but
And as you go to get up, it's about knee-high water for Willow, Cazador, and Saxton. But for Nyhm, it's about almost shoulder length, maybe breast height water.
This sucks.
Stale old water. It's dark in
Would
here.
you like me to carry you?
Except for the,
Yeah,
the sword that's glowing light that Saxton has, lighting up this. And you appear to be in a cell. A prison cell. All of you cramped in here.
I climb on top of Godfrey's shoulders.
Except for Godfrey, who was at the back of the party.
I jump over to Sir Godfrey's shoulders.
He's not there.
He said he was at the back of the party.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
he did not fall. You can climb on my antlers. It's like a rafter.
So how far up that shaft is it?
You look up, and the stone, you just see like a stone ceiling.
Call out to Sir Godfrey. Is he still up there?
You get no response.
But how far did we slide down?
Not 100 feet, but definitely for a bit.
Is it like a straight vertical or is it like an incline?
It was at an incline. You like slid downwards.
All right, I'll run up to there.
You don't see an opening to get to that at all.
Oh, so the entrance to the slide is closed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll try to open it.
You can't find a place to open it. You just try moving random parts of the wall and nothing happens.
I'm going to look for an alternate exit.
You notice that this cell is locked that you're in. But if you had thieves' tools, you might be able to open it.
Let's see. Who has thieves' tools, doesn't have to use their own hands to use them, and can I open the damn door?
Ooh, Sir Godfrey?
Huh.
Sir Godfrey's not here.
Give me a
what
dex-
are we gonna do?
Give me a dexterity check with your thieves' tools.
If it fails, I can turn into a T-Rex.
Wait.
The hinged doors
Whatever.
are 1 inch thick of rusted iron bars, and they're spaced 4 inches apart.
Dex
Okay,
check,
so she-
not sleight of hand?
It is a dex check for lockpicking. You're
Okay.
proficient with it because you're proficient with these tools.
4 inches
So
apart, you
that
can
would
slide through.
be
Oh, you have-
27.
Because you're inside the cell, I'm looking here, you have disadvantage. But I'll say you're
Okay.
using Mage Hand, so it negates it.
Okay. Make up your
Sorry.
goddamn mind.
Sorry, I'm
27.
reading it as I go along. It was actually much more difficult than you expected, but you are able to open it.
Good.
As there's a satisfying click noise after a few minutes.
I will open the door and motion the rest of them through.
Appears
Oh,
to
thank
be
you.
a holding cells in here.
Mhm.
You notice 4 of them across where you guys are at, and 3 of them to your left from the cell you were in.
Can we see the other end?
There is a door on the other end, yes.
I'll slosh my way over there.
Okay.
Every cell is empty.
You go to look around. I mean, you're not going in them, but you're looking around.
Yeah.
So inside, I'll just do them in random order because it doesn't really matter which ones are which. There it is. You see something metallic shining in the water from just because of the light source in one of them. Like the whole floor seems to be like shiny metallic. In two of the cells, actually. Another cell has a rotting corpse in it. It appears to be clinging to the bars, but it's otherwise empty. Another one really doesn't have nothing interest.
Quick
Let's see if there's
question.
any more of interest.
Just to confirm, we are standing in water, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Stagnant, gross water.
So I'm going to take advantage of the structures, and Nym's going to climb out and just be hopping from grate to grate, so she's not completely submerged. I do kind of want to get a look at those glinting objects, though.
Cazador, since you're looking around, as well, you notice that the very last cell that you look at, from your perspective, it's the left cell from the door that leads out of here. You think you see a mop hawk. Looks just like Hemlock in there for just a moment. And then you go to double check and it's gone. This door is unlocked.
Yeah, you want to check it out?
There's nothing in there. Meanwhile, the other cells with the shiny that you're looking at, you notice that the cells are locked, and for you to investigate them, you would have to open them.
Instead of doing that, I'm going to try to use Mage Hand and lift them up so I can see them without having to unlock.
You pick up a handful of coins, Electrum coins,
Ooh.
with a profiled visage of Strahd himself on them.
Hey, money's money. I'll take them.
Your handful, you get 5 of them.
Okay. I've got a little bit of time. I'll try to scoop together what I can.
Okay, after a minute, you have 100 of them. And it looks like you barely put a dent in it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
The
I'll stick
entire
with just 100.
floor of the cell is filled with these coins.
We can come back with a wheelbarrow.
You don't know what I'm doing. You can shut right up.
No,
I'll stop it.
your hand's been going kaboom, kaboom, for like a last minute. I think everybody knows what
Okay.
you're doing.
Everyone
That's
was
fair.
just staring
That's fair.
judgingly.
What? I found free money.
So you can scoop up 100 coins a minute.
Okay. Well, I'll stop with 100 since everybody's given me that stink eye.
All right, you have 100 Electrum, which is equivalent to 500? No,
I think.
50 gold? I forget. Electrum's always confusing.
Electrum equals 5 silver pieces.
So 50 gold. You have 50 gold. You can just
Awesome.
convert it to 50 gold
I'll go ahead and convert it to 50 gold.
because Electrum is silly.
Your change purse is going to be heavier than you are.
It probably already is.
If I was doing encumbrance, you would definitely have been overburdened a long time ago.
Just dragging a steel chest behind her.
But encumbrance isn't fun, and people can fight me on that. But whatever.
Encumbrance isn't fun. Here's the death of one of your best friends.
I mean, it isn't fun when it's about money and arrows.
Okay, so side tangent. When you're playing like Fallout or Skyrim or any of those, and you like get over your carrying capacity, like what does that add to the game? It just adds like padding and frustration, and you're just like sitting there and you're like slowly dragging everything and just trying to get to a shop to dump it all, right?
I'll
Think
tell
that's
you
a
what
pain?
it adds me having to look what key it is to drop stuff. That's all it adds.
I'll beat that logic. Same scenario, you're over encumbered. You eat like 50 pounds of food, but still technically on you, but you're not carrying it anymore.
That's
I'll.
that's true.
I hate to go off on my own little tangent here, but Fallout New Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
extreme hard mode, your ammo weighs. So
Yep.
does your bottle caps.
Yep.
So does your food and water.
I
mean, but
I
you're
was a very
playing, like-
sad sniper with explosive rounds that weighed like half a pound a bullet or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyways.
so you get 50 gold worth of coins, and you all head south, and you start to head out towards the door.
Yep.
All right. You head out there, and you come across another hallway, and it seems like you only move not even 10 feet, and it looks like it's like an intersection. But you see another door about 20 feet in front of you.
Which way is the wind blowing?
There is no wind.
So there's no airflow at all?
None. The air is stale in here.
So can I take a brief period just to scout around?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's up to everybody else.
I mean, just to get a quick lay of the land. Or water, I guess.
Which way is she going?
No, the entire point of scouting around meant all the directions.
Okay, think
Yeah,
old,
let's check
old
everything.
school, like Daggerfall. Do you move forward? Do you move left? Or do you move right?
Yeesh. I'll start with right first.
Okay. As you turn to head to the right, everybody hears a loud splash noise, and Nyhm is gone. What do the rest of you do?
Gone as in I'm gone scouting, right?
No, like the water where you're at just went like, and you were gone. And I'll get to you in a moment.
Wait, so there was like a splash and she disappeared, or she sank?
There was like a huge splash.
Damn it, I pulled an Abby.
Now you were scouting ahead. You were being a
Interesting.
rogue. She's a tin can cleric. She shouldn't be scouting.
She gets herself into trouble because she's the first one to open up doors.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have I gone first for anything in this game?
That's true.
I want to go see where she just disappeared to.
Yeah.
You walk over where she was going?
Cautiously, like filling at the floor, see if there's like a giant drop off or anything.
Okay, you disappear. The water splashes
Whee!
up again. What about everybody else?
You can't do this to me after we had Chaos Crew, and if you step somewhere, it'll teleport you on top of lava. I guess I'll.
Believe it or not, this
I'll
one's
go.
less lethal.
Oh, good.
Notice he said less and not
Yeah, I
completely
know.
non.
It's only lukewarm lava.
It's called
No.
stone. All right, so the rest of you are hesitating enough that I'm going to go over to Nyhm.
Okay.
So Nyhm, water splashes everywhere, and you're like disoriented for a second. And luckily, you have the dark vision goggles on. You have a horrible sense of deja vu as you are back in that cell that you all slid into. And by the time you realize that happened, there's another huge splash, and Saxton's right next to you.
Okay.
Hello.
The door is locked again,
Hi.
and it's closed.
I'll go ahead and unlock it. But
Dexter.
from my toll, okay.
We hear the noise back,
Roll perception.
like the splashes and the forcing of.
You are close enough.
So-
22.
Okay.
Perception? Oh, 11.
Willow hears it, so it's fine. What were you going to say, Nyhm? I'm sorry.
17 on the dex check.
You do not get it. Like you're messing with it and it like slips. You want to try again?
Yes, please.
Okay. That's when you you two hear the finicking in the dungeon that you were just in.
22 again.
Okay. Do Willow or Cazador move back there?
I'll ask Willow and that.
I will. I'll get my sword ready, I guess,
Okay.
and walk back there.
All right. As you open the door and you have your sword drawn, that's when both groups make eye contact as Nyhm just opened the door and is heading back out again with Saxton.
Oh.
I'm going to take another minute to grab a handful of silver or electrum.
Okay. You have another 50 gold.
It's not the fun, playful.
Okay.
This is because it's money thing. This is because I'm here again because of some BS. I'm taking another handful.
Okay,
of
Willow,
electrum.
you see Saxton first heading out of the cell, and you hear like, "Kabloosh, kabloosh," and you just see Nym's ears above the water.
It's 8:44. Let's go. Like, we're supposed to meet Strahd. What are we gonna do, guys?
Okay, so we don't go that way. We'll go that left this time.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
rogue's gonna rogue. Okay.
You go
Especially
to
since
the
we came back here twice.
You go to the right, and as you go to the right, you can see there's like a narrower spiral staircase that leads up. And what all is everybody's marching order?
Rafters.
We're just doing the default marching order that we had before. We're like Willow's
I'm last.
in the front, Cazador's in the back, or no, Saxton's in the front, then Willow, then Nyhm, then Cazador, right?
Yeah.
So we're Godfrey's just wandering the halls.
No,
Okay.
Godfrey's behind me.
Saxton
Godfrey is not
Saxton
here.
moves to the right, and you get further along this time, and there's another huge splash, and Saxton's gone.
On the back, you hear, "God damn it!"
Nope, you're somewhere else.
Oh no. Okay. Well, hang on.
You hear Saxton shouting from the dungeon you guys are just in.
From the other side?
Yeah, the door's still open, so you look in there and you can see the glow coming from one of the cells from his glowing sword.
Oh my god.
Saxton,
Okay.
you're in the cell that had the rotting corpse that was like holding onto the bars.
Is it locked?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, help.
I go back in, but as I'm unlocking the doors with my own hands,
You notice
I'm
the rotting
using-
corpse has a belt pouch and it does have a weapon that's sheathed.
I'm using Mage Hand to get whatever I can.
Okay, you notice that on the corpse there is a surprisingly not rusted longsword. You're pretty sure it's a mundane longsword. But it also has a pouch containing 5 gemstones and another one that contains a potion.
Oh, lovely. I will take both pouches while I get a 21 on the lockpicking.
You get it. Opened. Saxton's out.
Yay. I will take the gemstones and add them to my own pocket. And I want to take a look at the potion, though.
It is a potion.
Arcana check or anything?
It appears to be a blue potion that bubbles and steams as if it's boiling, but it's not hot to the touch or anything. You can roll Arcana.
I would like to.
They always have the descriptors for what the potions look like at the end of the thing for potions.
Interesting. Arcana is... I'm not proficient with it, so 18. Why am I not proficient?
You think this is maybe a potion of heroism you've heard of? You don't remember what it does, but you remember potions of heroism being blue.
All right, out and straight south.
All right. As you head straight south, you
Be
avoid
ready
that
for- wait for
spot
the
where the
gate.
splash happened before. Since you guys aren't on a grid, I'm just gonna give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Like if you hit a spot, just have you guys go around it. And you open up
You sank
that
my
area.
werewolf.
You sank my werewolf. And you see that the This appears to be another dungeon. Mold-covered ceiling hangs 3 feet above still black water that fills this dungeon's corridor. The water is 5 feet deep in here, however, as the stairs go down into the dungeon. 10-foot square cells, their entrances blocked by iron bars, line both sides of the hall.
Rafters, chandeliers,
Nope.
anything.
Nope. You'll have to swim.
Or ride someone's shoulder.
Buried.
Hate all of this.
I'm going to slosh through, keeping the sword above water, lighting the way.
Okay.
I'm going to take Cazador's offer and stand watch in his antlers.
All right. Go to search this dungeon real quick, and you see an open cell. It's wide open. You see another cell with a bunch of coins in it. You see an empty cell, 2 cells with dead bodies. Actually, 3 cells with dead bodies and 3 empty ones. One of the dead bodies is hanging.
No, took his own way out. Does it look like just a mirrored version of the room that we were in?
Yeah, actually. It's like 4x4 cells. The one that's hanging, pounding into the roof of the cell is a rusted iron pulley. Strung through its rope, tied to one of the crossbeams, is of the barred door, and dangling upside down from the pulley is what appears to be a gallus, the rooster chicken folk. And they are wearing tight leather armor. Their boots are bound with a rope just below the pulley, and their hands are tied behind their back. Their head is underwater, and they're not moving.
Okay. They're hanging by their foot, like the fool.
They're upside down, yeah.
But you said there was a door in the ceiling, or?
No, it's like tied to the bar on the top of the ceiling. And they're like hanging upside down in the water. Like their head's in the water and they're not moving.
Like that scene in Civil War.
Any other exits besides the one we came in?
Nope. Oh, the other dead bodies, I guess. Shackled in the back is another one. They appear to be a Jerbeen in blue robes. But they look like they're very old, but also very dead. They got like a really big whiskers, have that big wizard beard. And then the last one appears to be a hedge wearing possibly some kind of armor, but they're underwater. It's kind of hard to see from outside the cell. But if none of that interests you, you can leave.
Yeah.
The only one.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you were talking first. I apologize.
I was gonna say, so if we go back out and go back towards the spiral stairs towards the right, could we avoid the square that splashes?
Yeah.
Nyhm?
My question was more of a joke. I was just going to ask if that other Jerbeen was named Nicodemus or not.
It looks a lot like Nicodemus, actually. If Nicodemus starved to death.
Well, Nicodemus was the glowy-eyed, long-beard rat in The Secret of Nyhm.
Yep.
Hence the badly timed joke. I'm going to go this way now.
No. I got you.
You want to try the splash rod?
So you guys start heading towards the spiral staircase. Get back out of here.
Yeah, we'll play a game of Minesweeper.
Another splash. You're in a cell.
What, the game?
And you all see this immediately when they take a right turn. When Saxton takes a right turn. In a different spot.
I want to try something.
Jump?
God damn it. Beat me by 2 seconds. Yes, I want to jump all the way to the stairs if I can manage it with a 40-foot move.
Wait, you're there.
No splashes?
Saxton, you're in a locked cell.
Can I come back and name you?
But there's a bunch of coins on the ground under your feet.
They're not silver, right?
Yeah, Saxton, you recognize this room this cell as the cell that Nyhm was using Mage Hand to get the coins.
Are the coins silver?
They are Electrum.
I'm going to be avoiding the coins.
They
Well,
look
exactly.
silver, but they don't burn your feet or anything.
Oh, okay.
Do you call out for Nyhm?
I'm going to try to pry the bars open first.
Okay, give me a strength check.
11.
You fart, but that's pretty much it.
I pulled something. Damn!
Yep. Figured he was back there. I'll jump back across the line.
Whoop, you're there.
However, as I get up to the cell that he's now in, I'm asking him to get 2 giant handfuls while I pick the locks.
If it doesn't burn me, sure.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, it
Electrum. Of course,
it
it's not going to burn you.
It's Electrum Boogie Woogie Woogie as you start getting some
2
coins.
giant werewolf paws of coins I just drop on top of her.
Did I get you there?
I purposefully fail the first attempt so I can have him do more of the Electrum.
Okay, so each attempt is a minute, and every minute he gets 50 gold worth of Electrum. How many?
I'll only
slip-ups?
fail the first one. I will roll.
Can I
Roll
just
the
get down on all fours and like look, act like I'm digging and just throw the coins?
I mean, if you hold your breath, sure, it's underwater.
Okay.
Then you're pelting me with Electrum, and I can't pick the frickin' lock. Just do
Smack,
it.
smack, 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 smack.
Oh man, I needed that laugh. All right.
Willow and Cazador are just out in the hallway, like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna. Can I like? I have a bunch of candles. Is the water that we're in like it's still stagnant in that room too, right?
Yeah, it's stagnant
So-
everywhere, but the dungeons, like there are stairs
Okay.
that go down a little bit, so it's like deeper in the dungeon areas.
Okay.
But in the hallway, it's
Is it possible that I could take a candle and hit the candle would float, and so I could like push it against the water, and like when it goes over the places that we were in, it could like tell me where not to step.
You could
Is that
put-
possible?
are you like are you trying to use it as like a testing device? Like you push it in?
Yes, like you know, like
Or
that
are you
game
using
where
it like
take
a
the shoe
buoy?
and you throw it in.
Are you using it like a buoy, like a marker? Or
Well, at first I would be using it because the first 2 I think I would know where they were. So
Mhm.
the first 2, can I use it as a buoy? And then I have after that 8 more. So I would
Okay.
just be
When you-
testing the waters.
when you go to put those unlit candles in those areas where they went,
Mm-hmm.
nothing happens, and the candles just float in that area.
Okay.
I got a dirty
That's-
20 on the second lockpicking.
Okay, the second, so Saxton, you get 50 gold worth of points by the time it's unlocked. You notice that Willow, since you're setting these up and you're taking your time, being very careful,
Mm-hmm.
about 20 feet out the other direction in the hallway opens up to a much bigger room as one of the candles floats into there.
So, since I see the candles floating and not activating anything,
Mm-hmm.
I will turn into a turtle,
Okay.
and I don't know, just swim through the surface and go check the big room.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just see okay, so you don't have to do this, but one of the things I like to do with like my character Zebediah, he was a transmutating wizard, so he liked to polymorph a lot, is no matter what form he did, he always shared like some physical characteristic with himself, which was his big
Yeah.
wizard beard. So would
Mine is the
Cazador,
antlers.
okay, so a little turtle with antlers, just like tiny little cosmetic antlers, just starts swimming into that room. Completely unfazed, nothing happens to it.
So would that be an avatar equivalent of
You
a
can't
turtle
touch the
buck?
floor.
All right. Once I'm out, I'm going to
Uh-huh.
run on water towards the staircase.
All right, you get to the staircase. Do you make sure to avoid the spots where you were before?
Yeah, well, yeah, since I'm not touching the ground, I literally run on the water.
Okay. Okay, so you're there. Cazador, you swim into the room.
No.
And as you swim to the room, you see dark, low shapes thrusting up out of the still, blackish water that fills this 50-foot square room, the ceiling of which is festooned with hanging chains that look like thick, black web strains. A balcony is set into the north wall that overlooks the room, and has two large thrones atop of it, with a red velvet curtain behind them. One of the bodies, you notice, is a Corvum wearing a wide-brimmed hat. And that is where we're going to end it for the night.
Jesus Christ, Scotty, you're just destined to try and make them cry on every episode now, aren't you?
They're heading to him. He literally swam to it.
You put the candle. You get the candle that way.
So, like, I didn't understand the beginning of the description. There's like black what?
There's a bunch of chains hanging everywhere, and they look like black webs just because there's so many of them. And
Well,
hanging
what was coming-
in one of them is a very gaunt Corvum, and they're wearing a wide-brimmed hat.
Oh.
Like crying turtle.
I thought you said something was coming up from the bottom.
No, coming from above, the chains were coming from.
Oh, okay.
It's worded weird.
To be fair, you have only yourself to blame. You swam that direction.
Yeah.
I like to think Turtle Cazador is holding like one of the candles in their turtle mouth. And they like swim in there, and then they just drop it when they see that.
No, the wax is melted on top of the shell.
Ooh, that'd actually be a good idea. Light
Yeah.
a candle on top of your shell, and you just swim.
Put a candle on top. Yeah.
But yeah, on that note, we'll duplex. So, Sad Express, Cazador, what do you got going on?
I have a patron. I do art. A lot of it. Mostly it's D&D related. At least like I try, even if it's vaguely, and if not, it's probably like just kaiju. So it's monsters, and everybody likes monsters, or it's sexy monsters, and everybody likes that. Check me out.
You like monsters? You like sexy? Why not have both?
Yeah, it's basically that and missing Team Tam.
Yeah. Oh boy. Nyhm, do you got any plugs?
Yes, actually, I'll go ahead and take this chance to plug Jesse's channel, Backchan. What was it? Underscore Backchan, or was it just at Backchan? Anyways, the Quest for the Quantum Rose we do on Thursdays. It's his dark matter game. It's fun as all get out. We finally have a total of 20 episodes up, and it's just after we had a nice little Monster Hunter World episode of Chainosauruses. So that was a nice little encounter. He tries to get them up on Castbox and up on YouTube as quickly as possible, so it's definitely worth a watch.
Bact Channel 1, BACT channel, all one word, and then space 1 on YouTube. But sweet. Willow, got any plugs?
You could find me at Callie on Twitter. It would help me out if you got my pen. It's in the flow page of on my Twitter, and you scroll all the way down. It's at Etsy, and you can get a pen, and it's $10. And that's including shipping. So, and that would help me out. I think my next game is on Friday, maybe. That's with Scotty and Lluis. It's Vaccine. And I think we're all taking a break because we've been through some stuff. And yeah, but you should check that out. That's on this channel at 7:30 on Friday.
Yep.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Whoops. Accidentally did the transition, but you can all hear me, so that's fine. Saxton, you got anything to close up on?
Just
Anything?
invite everyone back next week to continue our misadventures as the DM tries to demoralize half the group.
I don't try to do that. They do it to themselves. You, Obi-Wan, you have done it yourself.
Yes, but you have the high ground.
We'll see who has the high ground next time as we continue this next week. And then the week after that, going on another vacation. So hopefully next week you guys will find Strahd. So until then, bye-bye.
Bye.
Night.